Art and the Flying Adventure. Around the world, one bright morning, Arn the Lion woke up with excitement sparkling in his eyes. Today was not an ordinary day. Today, he and his best friends, Oliver the Owl and Jako the Fox, were going to fly around the world in a magical airplane called the Sky Explorer. The airplane was bright blue, with golden wings that shimmered in the sunlight. "Are you ready for our biggest adventure yet?" asked Arn. "I packed my maps," said Oliver. "I packed snacks," said Jako. Everyone laughed. The engine roared to life. The Sky Explorer raced down the runway and lifted high into the clouds. The first stop was the Arctic tundra. As they flew north, the world below became white and icy. Snow covered everything. Frozen rivers sparkled like silver ribbons. When they landed, a cold wind rushed past them. "Brrr!" shivered Jako. "I've never been this cold." Nearby, a family of Arctic foxes was searching for food beneath the snow. Oliver explained, "Animals here survive because they adapt to the cold environment." The friends learned that Arctic animals grow thick fur to stay warm. Just then, a strong snowstorm arrived. The wind pushed against their airplane. The visibility became poor. "We can't see the runway," cried Jako. For a moment, everyone felt worried, but Arn stayed calm. "Let's work together." Oliver climbed onto a snowy rock and looked for landmarks. Jako checked the airplane's instruments. Arn encouraged everyone to stay focused. Together, they safely guided the plane through the storm. "Teamwork saved us," said Jako. The friends continued their journey. Next, they flew toward the Sahara Desert. Soon the snowy world disappeared. Below them stretched endless golden sand dunes. The heat was incredible. "It's like an oven," said Jako. The friends met a wise camel named Samir. "Deserts may look empty," said Samir, "but they are full of life." He showed them desert plants that stored water and animals that traveled at night when temperatures were cooler. The friends were amazed. But later that afternoon, a sandstorm suddenly appeared. Huge clouds of sand filled the sky. The airplane shook violently. Oliver could barely read his maps. Jako became nervous. "We're lost." Again, Arn took a deep breath. "Remember what we learned in the Arctic." "What?" asked Jako. "When things become difficult, we stay calm and solve problems together." Oliver used the stars to find their direction. Jako adjusted the airplane controls. Arn encouraged everyone. Soon they escaped the storm safely. As the sun set, Samir waved goodbye. "You are becoming true explorers." The Sky Explorer continued across the world. Their next destination was the Amazon rainforest. Below them stretched the largest rainforest on Earth. Trees covered the land as far as they could see. Colorful parrots flew through the sky. Monkeys swung from branch to branch. The friends learned that rainforests help produce much of the oxygen we breathe. "That means forests help the whole planet," said Arn. "Exactly," replied Oliver. While exploring, they heard a cry for help. A baby sloth was stuck on a broken branch. The branch hung dangerously above a river. Without hesitation, the friends sprang into action. Oliver flew ahead to find the safest path. Jako gathered vines. Arn carefully climbed and rescued the baby sloth. The grateful sloth family thanked them. "Helping others makes every adventure more meaningful," said Arn. The friends smiled. They had learned another important lesson. Days later, they arrived at the tallest mountains in the world. Massive snowy peaks reached above the clouds. The air became thin and cold. The airplane struggled to climb higher. Warning lights flashed. "We're losing power," said Jako. The mountain winds pushed against them. Everyone became silent. Then Arn remembered everything they had learned. The Arctic taught them perseverance. The desert taught them calm thinking. The rainforest taught them kindness. Now it was time to use all those lessons together. Oliver studied the winds. Jako adjusted the engine. Arn guided the team. Little by little, the airplane climbed higher. Finally, they cleared the mountain peaks. The sun appeared above the clouds. Golden light filled the sky. The friends cheered. "We did it!" shouted Jako. That evening, they landed safely at home. As they watched the sunset, Arn smiled. This trip wasn't only about seeing the world. "What was it about?" asked Oliver. Arn looked at his friends. "It was about discovering what we're capable of when we believe in ourselves and help one another." Oliver nodded. "Every place taught us something. And every challenge made us stronger," added Jako. The three friends looked toward the horizon. Somewhere beyond those clouds, another adventure was waiting. And they knew they would be ready. Because courage grows when you keep going. Friendship grows when you help each other. And great adventures begin when you believe in yourself. The end.